Hey there, welcome back to the channel, and I heard you want to play Enhancement Shaman in 11.1.5, so here we go. Let me show you how to do that. So first off, let's just jump right into the talents. We're taking Stormbringer as our heroic talent tree. Totemic has more DPS, but it's also more button bloat, and it's also relying on making sure your totems are in place, and people move around too much for that to really matter. We're also not taking Lava Lash because, again, it's ability bloat, and the 1 to 2% extra damage isn't going to matter unless you're like 2200 rating, and this is a beginner guide. So this is just to help you get into the game. You can copy the talents, look here, but basically we're taking things like Capacitor Totem into the second charge of Capacitor Totem. So you're basically getting 2 for 1. We're going to take Earth Grab, and we're going to take Thunderstorm with Thunder Shock because we want to knock people up so we stay on top of them. And basically, the CC chain is going to look like we're going to burrow into Knock Up, into a Earth Grab, into a Capacitor, double stun, and then when that's over, we're going to knock up again with Thunder Shock, and then hit them with a Lightning Lasso just for good measure in case they somehow manage to survive through that. Our PvP talents are Grounding Totem for those mage matchups, Static Field Totem so people can't run away from you, so you can keep beating them like the caveman you want to be, and Burrow because it is really good to dodge damage, and it's also really good as a CC utility on top of all that. Now, step 1, making sure that we're always entering an arena or a PvP match. The first thing we're going to do is buff to all hell because we need Earth Shield, Lightning Shield, Sky Fury, Wind Fury Weapon, and Flame Tongue. Now, watch out for purges. Enemy shamans, priest, any healer class is going to be able to purge these off of you. So make sure that A, you're keeping them up, and B, making sure that that's not happening. So you want to keep your distance and make sure that the enemy is purging something else. Also, you get really tanky from your Earth Elemental. Your Earth Elemental also does a mini stun on whatever or on whoever you're targeting. So make sure you're using that effectively to tank out some damage as well as your burrow. On top of that, make sure you're Tremor toteming the CC that you need to. And basically, this is what it's going to look like when you head into PvP. So first things first, you're going to apply Flame Shock. You're going to Ghost Wolf to get on top of your target. Hit them with a Storm Strike. If they're grouped up, you want to hit them with a Crash Lightning. Hit them with another Storm Strike. Hit them with an instant cast Lightning Bolt. Hit them with a Frost Shock, which will cleave. And then you're wanting to high roll your Storm Shocks as much as possible into another Crash Lightning, into a Storm Shock, into a Frost Shock, into an instant cast Lightning or a Chain Lightning. And you're just going to want to high roll. And every now and then you can throw in an instant lava burst, but we don't really have talents for it. But it's good to cleave just a little bit of extra nature damage. And if your Storm Strike isn't coming back up, you can just throw one in there every now and then. And then once we have Tempest and Maelstrom, we want to use an instant cast Maelstrom because it's going to hit big. And then we're going to use another Storm Strike into a Storm Strike, into a Crash Lightning, to use another instant Tempest for big bursts, and then if our target's getting low and we think we can kill them, we're going to hit them with a Doom Wind, and we're really just going to pound in all that, and then make sure we're using Volcanic Blaze when it comes up, and our instant cast Chain Lightnings, and using Frost Shock when it's at 10 stacks, and it'll tell us right there when it's at 10 stacks. So the CC combo is going to look something like this. You're going to burrow, maybe dodge a big cooldown. You're going to knock up, Earth Grab into Static. The Static's going to hit twice, which is going to give you time to just bash people's faces in, making sure that you're doing that good damage, making sure you're hitting those Lava Burst cleaves. And as the second one goes off, you're going to want to hit the Static Totem into the Thunder Shock, hit them some more with some more cleave. And then if you want to mini stun someone like the healer, use your Earth Elemental. And then for good measure, if your kill target's almost dead, hit the healer with a good Lightning Lasso so they can't do anything or respond to it, and your kill target's dead. The biggest strengths of Shaman is that you're really just a Shaman, so you have all the same utilities as a Shaman, but your defensives are pretty bad, and your big damage buffs like your Earth Shield, Lightning Shield, your Wind Fury, Sky Fury, that's kind of the biggest weakness of Shaman, is that can be purged off, so make sure you're watching your buff bar and make sure you're reapplying it as necessary. So let's just jump into the games now. So we actually got 2 for 1 on the knock-up there. We're going to remove the bleeds with Stone Form. We're going to jump on the Feral Druid here. And just like that, we got him. So, as you saw, our teammate wants to queue up again. So, as you saw right there, we did really strong burst damage. We really high rolled on the Ascension, and we made sure to use our CC, used our Tremor Totems, and they weren't able to run out because of static field. So basically, take advantage of your utility and then do as much damage as you possibly physically can. Now, obviously, you're going to be way better into melee comps than you are ranged. So this is kind of like a biased sort of lobby. But yeah, that's pretty much how you play it. It's pretty simple. You just Oonga Boonga, high roll, Storm Strikes. So there you go, everybody. That's how you play Shaman. Thanks for watching my guide. And one thing I do want to note that I kind of forgot to talk about is you need to make use of using your Feral Lunge and your Spirit Walk in order to stay on top of your targets. Those are your two kind of mobility options, and you really need to switch between using Earth Grab defensively and offensively. So you need to manage your cooldowns really well. But that's pretty much how you play Shaman in Arena. I'll have a BG guide after this video come out, or just BG gameplay so you can kind of see how you play it, and I do some commentary on that. But thanks for watching the video. I hope this helps you play Enhancement Shaman in 11.1.5, and I'll see you guys in the next guide video.